Hi, this is Kenny Darkrain here on loopradio.net. And today I'm going to show you how to set up Skype with Sound Broadcaster and virtual audio cables. I'm presuming that you've got these programs already set up on your computer, because this tutorial won't cover that. That'll be another one. So what we need to do is, once we've got it all set up, you want to go to your Start button down here and click on the control panel. Now you're only going to do this once, so all you need to do is set 4 cables up here. Make sure that they're all the same outputs, and these are basic. When you set up a cable, that's the standard setup, so don't worry about that. Just need to click on the mic and the line connections up here in the sources, and then once you've got your 4 cables, you click restart, then you click exit, and that's the last time you have to use that. So when you're doing your show, usually about 30 minutes before a show, I'll get my repeaters set up, and so we click on the Start button again, and we go to audio repeaters. We want to make sure it's the MME repeaters that we're using, and not the other one that comes bundled with the virtual audio cables package. So we click on the first repeater, and I'm going to set my first repeater, my wave in, to my microphone, which is my Samsung, and the wave out is going to go to line 1. Virtual audio cables. When I'm happy with that, I click Start, and that one is ready to go. I then click on a second repeater, and this one is from line 1 virtual audio cables to line 3 virtual audio cables. When I'm happy with that, I click Start. The third cable we're going to set up, that's going to be a wave in from line 2 virtual audio cables to line 3 virtual audio cables. When I'm happy with that, and I've got that set up, I click Start. Off that one goes. And then finally, the last repeater I need to set up is wave in from line 2 virtual audio cables to, now I set this one to my headphones, because that's how I do my shows with headphones, but you might want to set it to your speakers or other device. It's totally up to you. I click that one to get that one started, and then we're off. So that those 4 are now going. I then go over to my Skype, and I go to Tools in Skype and Options. Open up the Audio Settings menu, and as you can see, these are already set up. The microphone is set to line 1 virtual audio cables, and the speaker is set to line 2 virtual audio cables. And you'll see, as we set those repeaters up, this should all make sense now. The other thing you want to look for is to go into sounds and make sure that these are all disabled. You don't want any little peeps and squeaks going on while you're recording. And then you click Save, and that's basically that. Then we open up Sound Broadcaster, and you can do this in a couple of ways, depending on whether you're having a guest on your show from the very beginning of the show, and they're going to stay on via Skype the whole time, or whether you're going to have a guest come on halfway through your show. I usually have a guest come on halfway through my show, so I set my config file here. And so the first half of the show, it will be to my microphone. These packets will be at 5 and 15 respectively. So just before my guest is due to come on, while the track is playing, I turn off the mic will be on. I turn off the microphone, click on the config, and then I change my record sound card device from my microphone to line 3 virtual audio cables, which is down there. I whack up the packets to about 18, because you can have a bit of buffering when someone's on Skype with you. And I whack up the packet times to about 35, 36, round about there. I then click OK. And then basically what happens, you turn your mic back on, and basically what happens is every time you turn on your mic, your talk button, lock to talk, you can also hear your guest on Skype. And as you can see by the levels here, that's you can test to see that's fine. You can also do a test encoder with both, if you have time for that, to see that you're both recording okay. And then when obviously you turn off the microphone and play the records or play the music, then nobody can hear you or your Skype guest. Once your Skype guest is finished, again while the track is playing, I turn off the mic, I go into config, I bring that back down to 5 packets, take my packet time down to 15 and change that back to my microphone, which is my Samsung. Click OK, turn the mic back on, and off we go. And that's how you set up Sound Broadcaster with virtual audio cables and Skype.